Ambassador Zethkari's four eyes blinked in rapid succession as he stared at the human delegation across the crystalline negotiation table. The Galactic Council's most seasoned diplomat had faced down war-hungry Krillians, reasoned with hive-minded Vexthari, and even convinced the notoriously stubborn Gornathi to share their mining rights. But humans were proving to be an entirely different challenge. Ambassador Elsa Chen, Zethkari began, his translator converting his harmonic speech patterns into the crude but effective human language. Surely we can reach some accommodation. The Council's terms are generous. Elsa leaned back in her chair, her dark eyes never leaving the alien diplomat's face. Behind her, Commander Helen Rodriguez stood at attention, her hand resting casually on her sidearm, a gesture that hadn't gone unnoticed by the Council's security detail. Generous. Elsa's voice carried a cold edge that made several of the alien observers shift uncomfortably. You call demanding 40% of our agricultural output, 60% of our industrial capacity, and complete surrender of our military forces generous? The Vorthon representative, a slug-like being whose skin constantly shifted between purple and green, interjected with a wet gurgling sound. Your species has been in space for less than 2 centuries. The Council has maintained peace for over 10 millennia. These contributions ensure galactic stability. Commander Helen stepped forward, her boots clicking against the metal floor. Stability built on extortion and threats. We've reviewed your peaceful history, Counselor. 7 species have gone extinct under your protection in the last 1,000. Here's a loan. Zethkari's eyes dilated, a sign of agitation among his people. Those species failed to adapt to galactic civilization. They chose isolation over cooperation. They chose freedom over slavery. Elsa replied, standing slowly. Just as we are choosing now. The tension in the room was palpable. The Council had expected the humans to be like every other emerging species, awed by the vastness of galactic civilization, eager to please their supposed betters, willing to trade freedom for security. They had been catastrophically wrong. You cannot stand against the combined might of 600 civilizations, the Krillian war chief growled, his mandibles clicking menacingly. Your fleets are primitive, your weapons outdated. Helen smiled, a expression that seemed to unnerve every alien in the room. Our fleets may be smaller, our weapons simpler, but they're ours, and we know how to use them. The human commander activated a holographic display, showing star charts marked with red indicators. 23 Council supply convoys, 14 mining operations, 7 diplomatic vessels, all gone dark in the past month. Zethkari's skin flushed a deeper blue. You admit to acts of piracy? We admit to defending ourselves, Elsa said calmly. Every ship you've lost was violating human space, attempting to enforce your illegal blockade. Our response was proportional and justified. The Ethereal Collective's representative, a being of pure energy, contained within a crystalline shell, pulsed with agitated light. Your species' aggression threatens the natural order. Submit now, and the Council may yet show mercy. Elsa walked to the massive viewport overlooking the space station where these negotiations were taking place. In the distance, Earth hung like a blue jewel against the starfield, beautiful and defiant. Mercy? She said without turning around. You destroyed the colony ships heading to New Geneva. 300,000 civilians, including children. You called it a demonstration of resolve. A regrettable necessity, Zethkari said, though his voice lacked conviction. They were warned not to expand beyond designated boundaries. Boundaries you drew without consulting us. Helen's voice was deadly quiet. Lines on maps of our own space. The human ambassador finally turned back to face the Council delegation. You wanted to know what kind of species you were dealing with. You've learned. We don't bow. We don't submit. We don't negotiate under threats. Then you choose extinction, the Vorthon gurgled. The Council fleet masses at your borders. Surrender. Or be destroyed. Elsa smiled, not Helen's predatory grin, but something colder, more calculating. Admiral Torres, please join us. The door slid open, and a weathered human in naval uniform entered, carrying a data pad. He handed it to Elsa without a word. "Admiral, please inform our guests of fleet status Omega." Torres nodded grimly. "As of 800 hours Standard Time, the human defense fleet has achieved full deployment. 200 vessels, including our new Dreadnought-class ships, have taken positions throughout Council space. Not at your borders, counselors, in your space. Surrounding your major installations, your capital worlds, your primary trade routes." The silence that followed was deafening. Zethkari's four eyes widened in disbelief. "Impossible. Our sensors would have detected—" "Would they?" Helen interrupted. "You've been watching us for 50 years, studying our technology, dismissing us as primitive, but you never bothered to understand us. Humans don't just adapt. We improvise. We find ways to do the impossible when survival is at stake." Torres continued his briefing with military precision. "Stealth technology derived from our mining operations in asteroid fields. Weapons platforms disguised as cargo haulers. Sleeper ships that have been positioning for months while you focused on our primitive main fleet." "Your move, counselors," Elsa said, retaking her seat. "You can try to destroy Earth, but our fleet will ensure the Council burns with us. Or you can accept that humanity will not be your subjects." The alien delegates exchanged uncertain glances. This wasn't how first contact scenarios were supposed to unfold. New species were meant to be intimidated by the Council's power, grateful for inclusion in galactic society. "What do you propose?" Zethkari asked finally. "We propose nothing," Elsa replied firmly. "We're done negotiating. Humanity will chart its own course among the stars. Stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours. Threaten us again and discover why predator species don't make good prey." As the human delegation prepared to leave, Helen paused at the door. "One more thing, counselors. We know about the other species you've absorbed over the millennia. The ones who didn't go extinct, they went underground. They're watching this negotiation very closely." The door closed behind the humans, leaving the Galactic Council in stunned silence. In the depths of space, hidden fleets waited for orders that would never come. Humanity had taught the galaxy a lesson it would never forget. Some species refused to kneel.